I need your help. Let me explain. High Five God is a spiritual connection between man and God. It can't be logically explained or manufactured, only felt and witnessed. High Five God happens when we adopt a servant's heart, which honors God. You've probably heard the phrase, put God first. That's the first step in a servant's heart. In God's words, he says, in all our ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our paths. All our ways are directed by our values, our actions, our core of who we are. But a servant's heart doesn't stop there. With a servant's heart, we must serve everyone else second. The scripture says in 1 Peter that God has given each of us a gift, that we should use those gifts to serve one another. And lastly, serve our own interest last. In Mark chapter 9, God told his disciples that whoever wants to be first must put themselves last and be the servant of everyone else. God first, everyone else second, ourselves last. A servant's heart. As believers of Christ and working through a servant's heart, our experiences are not completely our own. The events may have happened to us, but they are meant to be shared to uplift, inspire, and enrich someone else's life. That's High Five God. My High Five God moment came after a frustrating 5 years of working with a prominent company that didn't see me in the light that other companies had. My situation became like a stack of cards ready to tumble at the slightest breeze, and my dissatisfaction weighed on me like a mountain range. Conquering each mountain produced another rocky test. Inside, I grew bitter and distant from God. Lord, I asked, why am I here? Be at your worst, my instinct said, and my values of compassion, service, and fairness began to fade. Are you humbling me? I lamented. If so, okay, I get it, I thought. But this went on for story after story, experience after experience, until someone who I work with became prominent in my life, and I was listening. One day, after weeks of ignoring my own call for progression and putting my energies into helping that and other co-workers, he said something profound, straight from God. Nonchalantly, he said, not even looking at me, James, why don't you stop trying to impress these 60 people and go and help 60 million? High Five God. Right then, our hearts connected. A transformation of spirit and energy grew inside me and sparked a remembrance of my words of my mother, Pastor Barbara Webb. Always put God first, son. Everyone else second. Ourselves last. Have you ever experienced anything like this with God's spiritual movement in your life? I need your help to give hope to others, to uplift, encourage, and build others up. Browse the website and send me your experience, and we may use your story in our High Five God book series and app. High Five God.